What does the greatest street food in the world look like? Today, we find out. Welcome to Peshawar. Assalamu alaikum everyone. First meal in Peshawar. It's 7:30 a.m. They've got this nice crisp weather and we are gonna start it with a very nutritious breakfast of paya, which is buffalo foot stew. Let's check it out. So we are here at the shop of Haji Umar, who is well known throughout Peshawar for making paya. It actually runs in his family. He's the 5th generation to make it. And you might be wondering, buffalo foot stew for breakfast? That is a lot. That is heavy. But you have to think about where we are right now. We're in the mountainous area of Pakistan. Tough working conditions, hard-working people who need a rich, energy-intensive breakfast to work throughout the day. So here is the big clay pot where all the food is made. Here's the famous Haji Umar egg paya. Meat, fat, bone marrow. 7:38. That's like I'm a milk and cornflakes type of guy. How long does it cook for?
So they cook it overnight, more than 14 hours. So what you're smelling right now everywhere is the process which took 16 to 18 hours basically to make this dish.
Here we're getting ready for our first bite of paya. And I don't really have to put much effort to get the meat off. This has been cooking for 16 hours. And now we're gonna get energy for the rest of the day. First taste, paya. Let's go. Good morning. Feel the energy coming through your body as you eat this. It's absolutely amazing. Paya. Move over coffee. So if one breakfast is not enough, you have to have a second breakfast. So we're here to have halwa puri, and it consists of two things. Number one is the puri, which is a deep fried, soft, flaky bread, and the puri, that bread, is eaten with halwa, which is a semolina, a type of flour, like a pudding. So it's like a sweet breakfast to go after the meat and the bone marrow that we just had. So I'm really excited to be trying this. I'm really excited to try this. Cater to my sweet tooth. Let's go. Look at that. He's gonna, he just spreads it on there. The thing I love about, coming for the street food is everything's so rich. Like nothing is watered down, nothing is wasted. Everything is used to grab as much flavor as possible. And that is when you know you're getting as much nutrition as possible, as much flavor as possible. So we found our dining table and it's gonna be right here. So this is one of my favorite breads growing up in the UAE. Semolina, halwa, pudding. Bismillah. That is it! This is it! That is absolutely delicious. Can't stop. The world makes sense again. Now we're at the peak, lunchtime, at Qissa Khwani Market, the storytellers market, for the famous Peshawari Palau. I cannot wait to try this. It is all I've been waiting for. Let's take a look. In the simplest way, pilau is rice and meat, but it's so much more than that. So the rice is cooked with raisins and chickpeas and all these spices, and the meat is steamed for 10 hours. And then they combine that all together to create magic. Palau Mountain. One egg palau. Yeah, egg, man. When it comes to food, you just go right in. You need to take a moment to appreciate this. The beauty of it. You can't get this anywhere else. There's restaurants that might be open in other places in the world, but you'll never truly get it like this. So we're gonna enjoy it the way they enjoy it here. And they have these small stools. Oh, that's low. Simple life, man. About to get our first taste of Peshawari Palau. And here we eat with our hands the same way we do in the UAE. See the meat? No effort, comes right off. Have some chickpeas there, some raisins, a bit of meat. Bismillah. Perfect. It is absolutely perfect. Happy food. Number one. In the world.
You are a guest. No money, and we don't take the money from the guest.
Thank you so much. Thank
This
you.
is
Thank you. Salam alaikum. So they have this rule here that they don't accept money from guests. That's just hospitality at its peak, you know. You don't get much kinder than that. You can tell why they're happy, you know. Simple life, be kind to people, help people. You'll be good. So it's a lesson we could all learn from, I think. So after that heavy pilau lunch, it's not enough to just drink a juice and flush it down. Now we've got to break it down. And we're gonna do that with kahwa tea. And that is the green tea that is made here in Peshawar. Let's take a look at it. So a little bit of info. What the kahwa tea is like a sweet tea, and it's a combination of three things. You've got your green tea leaves, your cardamom pods, and your sugar basically to taste. You can get it heavy sweet, light sweet, or no sweetness. It's just something that people usually drink after their lunch. Ek chanak kahwa. So obviously they're using the boiling water here, the hot water from the boilers, but it's also put in the chanak. All the ingredients are put in the kettle, which here is called a chanak, and you see the flame coming up from the bottom to actually boil all the ingredients together. That's like the most natural milk that you can get. So there you can see the cream and the foam on top. That is, talk about organic. It doesn't come more organic than this. This is the end product. Kahwa chai. That's good. Green tea, cardamom, and sugar. Perfect combination. Breakfast dish too. You come and get your bread and your cream. Look at that. That is that pure cream. It's really good. Everything that we're tasting so far, there is no process. It's literally farm to plate. There is no middle process to all this. No, it just goes straight up onto your plate. And you get the true taste of everything that you're eating, everything that you're drinking. It's absolutely delicious. You, number one, thank you so much. Shukran, shukriya. Thank you so much. Take care, brother. Be good, stay safe. Salam alaikum. Thank you. So we are at perhaps the most famous restaurant in Peshawar now. Nizar Chersi, Tikka and Karahi. And it is meat on skewers, just plain meat. And he uses no spices, nothing except salt. Why? Because they believe that the meat and the flavors within that meat should speak for itself. And today we're about to try it. Let's go. This is Mr. Nizar Chersi. He is the owner. This huge, beautiful personality of love and loves to spread the message of beautiful food and simplicity of that food. Let's go. That's it. You know, when people ask like, what's the secret recipe? It's like, here's the recipe. Meat and salt. So now we're at the Karahi station. And what Karahi is a famous Pakistani dish. So the pots that they cook the meat in is called a Karahi. And inside they cook the lamb in the fat oil, and then they add tomato and chili. And it just creates this beautiful, like a curry-like substance that you just enjoy with some bread right after. If you come to Pakistan and you don't have Karahi, you haven't come to Pakistan. It's that simple. Here we are with the lamb Karahi at the most famous Tikka and Karahi shop, Nizar Chersi. Tikka and Karahi, right here in the heart of Peshawar. Let's go. Bismillah, first try. Beautiful. None of the flavors are overpowering. That's one thing I've noticed here, by the way, huh? Whenever we order something and they tell you what's in it, the flavors are just gentle there. Like when there's garlic in something, it's not like overpowering. It's just this beautiful, gentle, soft flavor. Amazing. Okay, bismillah. It's gonna be a while. Thank you, Nizar Chersi, from the bottom of my heart. You, sir, are a master of your craft. So very interesting, because of the heaviness of the food, you can feel a bit tired after it. So I want you to understand about what I'm sitting on. These are not chairs. These are actually, show you. Once you're done your meal, you just do this. Have a little siesta. Or what they call it here in Urdu, they call it sauna. Sauna. I got the stamp of approval from this gentleman over here. We're good. And now for the grand finale. A beautiful ending to this epic story, the food tour of Peshawar. And this is by far probably the most important food. They were telling me that if I don't cover this food, the food tour is pointless. It's the equivalent of going to like Italy and not having pasta or pizza. You have to have this food if you're in Peshawar. So the final meal of the day, the Peshwari chapli kebab. Alright, so what is a chapli kebab? It is essentially a Pakistani burger patty. It is minced meat or mutton that is cooked with spices on a wood fire. And that's what brings out a lot of the flavor and the aroma in the chapli kebab. Really excited to try it. Let's take a look. Alright, there you've got the chapli kebab station right under here. That's the wood fire I was telling you about. And it's all cooked all up here. That's insane. He takes the ball of meat, he flattens it out with his hand on that huge frying pan, and then just, pushes it into the hot oil. So talk about operations and efficiency, speed to get things done. This is the bakery area where the naans or the roti is made. It is epic. Look at how fast this guy is going. So the chef actually worked in Dubai for 7 years and now he's moved back and works at this place. So really cool. Let's take a look at final product, the grand finale. So here you have your chapli kebab. This is the patty, the mincemeat patty. And you have pieces of fat on the top cooked in there. This can't not be good. All right, so here we go. Broken up some of that minced patty, put it in here in the naan. Should we go with chutney? No chutney at the beginning. Should we do it? No chutney. Okay. Bismillah. You always want to end on the high note. This is something special. Some chutney. That is the best kebab I have ever had. I've gotten to taste food for what it is. Not for what it could be with everything we add to it, just for what it is. The simplicity, the flavor of the meat, the flavor of the beef, the very light things you can add to it, just enhance the flavor, just a little, not too much. So you can enjoy what you're eating and taste what you're eating. And that's what I've been reminded of today. How food should actually taste like. It's been beautiful. So there we have it, the end of the night. A beautiful experience, a beautiful journey through the cuisine and the culture of Peshawar through its food. And it was a story about food. You saw a lot of it, we tasted a lot of it, but I think it's more of a story about the incredible people that make that food, the incredible people that are part of this community in this city. This city has been through a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of hardships. And the fact that they are here today, in this safe environment, building for their families and their futures, and welcoming everyone from around the world with big smiles and open arms, says a lot about who they truly are. And that is something we can all learn from. Much love, and God bless you all.